If you're at all intimidated by having to speak in character during role-playing games, or use an accent or a funny voice, there's a simple trick you can do that can avoid all that and be just as fun and awesome at the table. And that is switching from the first person to the third person. Now in the game, it goes interchangeably. So you're going to see your GM maybe might turn to you and say, "The captain of the guard looks at you. The others draw their bows tight, aimed at you. And he looks and he says, 'Captain Moore's a very busy man. Doesn't have the likes of vagabonds like you. Now be gone, for it gets messy.'" So in that one, the Dungeon Master just went straight from narrating where you were right into the character voice of this leader of the guards. As a player, you can respond one of two ways. You can go, "My good man, we have information that is vital to the cause, and Captain Moore would very much like to know exactly what that information is. And if you don't let us in to tell him personally, well, I'd hate to have to make an example of you." Excellent. Roll intimidation. But you could just as easily move over and do it another way and say, "I stand my ground. I look him in the eye and I tell him we have information for the captain, and if he doesn't get out of the way, things will go bad for him." Roll an intimidation check. Those two things, exactly the same. Just as much fun at the table. So don't be afraid to jump in, throw the third person in there, and get in the action.